Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Juggernaut, and this is Phantom Brigade. Phantom Brigade is a turn-based mech strategy game which uses WeGo mechanics. Now, before you ask, yes, WeGo is not a term that all that often heard, but it describes a situation where in a strategy game, the actions are resolved simultaneously, which means it's not a situation where, for example, like in the Civilization series, where you take a turn, then the enemy takes a turn, you take a turn. No. You lay out your plans at the same time as the enemy, and then the action is resolved at the same time. So, at its core, it is a game about controlling a small elite force of mech units, which hit vital enemy positions, bases, resource points, etc., and hand them over to the army, which then holds those positions. Unlike unlike XCOM or similar games, your small ragtag group of 6 soldiers cannot win the war by themselves, but they can certainly turn the tide. Now, I want to show you the grand strategy layer of the game first, because honestly this is where I find the game to be the most compelling and interesting. This is the world. To be fair, I'm getting around 20 FPS right now. It even dips lower when I look at the world map. Probably because there's a billion things happening over there, but in the actual game it's not that bad. So we'll forgive the developers for a bit of a problem here. If you're interested in the game, the link will be to the Steam page will be down in the description below, but for now let's take a look at some more strategic elements. So, you have your mobile base here. If need be, you can stop, unpack, and do some repairs and stuff like that. So, for example, you click... well, I found it was here somewhere here a minute ago. Rest and repair. It will repair your mechs, your pilots will rest, everything will be fine. You can recruit new troops, or you can recruit new pilots, as you can see. Everything is, wonderful in the base. This is what it looks like. It's a big truck. In it, different pilots, but also different units. Two separate things, right? Pilots, units. You can edit the units. Oh yeah. So this is, for example, a typical mech. This one has a AR-2 burst assault rifle, HG-2 firestarter handgun, and the Elbrus medium torso, legs, arms, and, left and right arm. Pretty much every mech in the game has a torso, lower body, left and right arm. All of these are important as they can get, blown up. So rather than having a unified health pool, it has a health pool for each of these parts. And obviously it has weapons. You can rename the ship. I was going to say the ship. I've been playing Elite Dangerous a bit too much. You can rename the unit. You can also paint it. Oh yeah. And not just that, you can paint, obviously, the weapons separately from the whole mech, but I really like painting the whole thing in a, unified color. Can we go with... yeah. Space Marines. Lovely. That's what we want. But I do want the weapon to be Space Marines as well. Okay, beautiful. And then we go over to the Protector and we can edit him as well, and he too can become a Space Marine. I was going to go for Imperial Fists, but I couldn't find none of these quite fit. Okay. Anyways, you can edit these out, you can customize them to your liking, different weapons, different shields, etc., different roles, and most importantly, you can salvage stuff from the enemy. So let's say you don't like this gun or this torso or whatever, if you kill an enemy that has something better, there is a good chance you can salvage it. If you don't like what you find on the enemy, though, you can also dismantle it for supply. That's the sort of basic grand strategy layer. It is pausable, so I can actually explain all of this without having to stress out too much. I'm assuming you can also scrap these, but for now I'm going to keep them because I might want another pilot in another suit or in another mech, so I might want to keep one of these that kind of situation. Alright, and we have a bunch of different pirates here, and as you can see, you do get their stats as well. So I have Kilo here, 1 deployment, 1 victory, 1 kill, 1 enemy killed, 1 unit destroyed, and this guy has much exactly the same. Alright, and over here is, I believe, our supplies, common composites and electronics used to build common equipment. Okay, that's about it. Let's go over to the world, and now we can actually take a look at the actual main part of the game. So this was the strategic layer. This is the actual combat. Let's suit up and get to it. Okay, so mission objectives and such. What I do really love about this game is that the missions are really straightforward and brief. You're not going to spend hours planning and executing a mission. Rather, they're a bit shorter, but there's more of them. So, you get a description of the terrain and stuff over here, enemy reserves, and prediction for squad medium, threat 52, L12, not quite sure what that is, but there is a holo table that previews the terrain, unit positions, and key locations, as well as our guys, which, well, you can change the pilot and stuff here. But there's nothing to change for us right now. So let's go over to the squad. We're going to be using these 2 guys. And let's deploy. There's a point of no return. Combat will continue or begin combat. Yes, that's what we want to do. And the combat is really, really fun. But what's even more awesome is this.
So many lives lost. So much devastation. This isn't what I wanted for you. I thought you'd be born in a time of peace and prosperity, of love among people. But the world is so different now. Tanks patrol the streets. Neighbors turn on neighbors. People disappear in the night. They keep telling us this is temporary, that we'll come to love our new way of life. Somehow, I don't believe them. I want to give you the freedom I once had. But how can we few do that alone? We can't keep hope alive for much longer. We pray that someone, anyone, will answer our call.
In come the Space Marines. AKA the Ultra Smurfs. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. The cutscenes in this game are really, really good. And, as you can see, that cutscene, it's not exactly the situation that we just saw in the cutscene here, but it's not far away either. Okay, so avoid using important civilian buildings as cover to protect them from damage. Destroy this alarm tower to halt enemy reinforcements. You can target the environment while aiming your attacks with the left control. Okay, and Home Guard units to join the fight. Use its long-range weapon to strike targets from afar. This is the actual army, so this is not a part of your elite sort of task force, but rather this is the actual army that holds the positions that you conquer or take from the enemy, and so on and so forth. So, we have 1 Home Guard unit, 2 of our guys, and 3 of the enemy units. They have a mech here and 2 tanks. However, they're not the same. Actually, no, they have 1 APC, right? Or, whatever this is. Well, it's technically a tank, but it's armed with an autocannon. So, from here, it's going to try and shoot home guard unit up there, but it's blocked by the terrain. The AI is not the smartest, as you can see, but the beautiful thing is you know exactly what they're going to do, and it turns the game into kind of a puzzle solver where you know what the enemy is going to do, or you can predict what the enemy is going to do, and then based on that, you plan out your own actions. So, destroy the alarm tower to prevent deployment of reserve units. We have 3 turns to do this. Protect the structure. Avoid destroying this historic building to gain hope. That's 4 turns. And reserve reinforcements. Reserve reinforcements will be alerted and deployed if the alarm tower is not destroyed. Okay, so we need to destroy this alarm tower in 3 turns and not destroy this building. Fairly simple. And we would, or I would say we have an advantage in terms of our positioning. So, I'm going to put our guy right here. Then we can actually shoot. Now we can shoot at the tank or we can shoot at the mech. The mech, I think, might deploy something like, what does he have? Do I actually know this? Assault rifle and MLS missile launch system, I would assume. So he's going to launch a missile and hit this sort of area here. So I'm going to move out of the way, dodge the missile with this guy, or this girl, and then attack. I figure this tank is going to be fairly useless, so let's shoot at the mech. We have a good shot at him. And you can actually move this when we want to shoot. There, and then we're going to wait for a while. About that much. And then we're going to shoot at the tank. So it's important to wait a little bit because we don't overheat our weapons. And then we're going to be starting off with a fair bit of heat for the next turn, but that's fine. We are in a little bit of a rush to get here. On the other hand, we can move the guy with the shield all the way up here, and considering that we're not going to get shot at with the autocannon of this thing, we can actually shoot the enemy mech as it approaches. The home guard unit, we also do control. Oh, eject the pilot. Huh, interesting. I guess save the pilot and build him a new mech. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that. Obviously, I don't like that happening to us, but ultimately, okay, so it's blocked. Right. How about blocked as well? %, damage. Alright. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, but I think he's in a really good position. He's in an alright position. It's not that good, though. This is the maximum range of his rifle. And it's not ideal, so how about... we have you move up. Yeah, but then it's blocked. Although... No. You know what? No. Instead, you're going to take a shot at the tank, which is, I'll be completely honest with you, highly unlikely to actually hit anything. So that's blocked. That's blocked. Yeah, never mind. Alright. It's going to take a little while to get used to this. What is your secondary, by the way? Handgun. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So around here, you're going to shoot at the tank. And then you're just going to wait until temperature drops. And then you're going to hit this thing. There you go. And then temperature will drop slightly, but nothing too crazy. Alright, there we go. And let's execute. See how we do. So there we go. A couple of hits. This gets blocked. This guy fires the missile, and it's... not behaving the way I expected it to behave, but, yeah, this is a guided missile, and it's about to hit the back of my mech. I very much do not like that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do instead of whatever we're doing here. You're going to continue. I think this is from last turn. You have one more sort of leftover shot, if that makes sense. And then you are going to hopefully defend yourself against that missile. And after that, I guess you can... no, from here on out, I guess you can run after either the tank or something. I'll sort that out later. As for you... okay, that's 66, that's 75, not ideal. We did knock out this tank though, that was pretty darn neat. I do wonder though. Pilot concussed. Knocked out from a concussive weapon. Their unit is intact. A great opportunity for salvage. Okay, lovely. So we've detracked the tank, but we've knocked out the pilot of the, or the driver, I suppose, of the tank. Okay, good. Awesome. Tell you what is this tank going to do? This tank is actually going to turn around and probably go for the guard up there. Okay, so instead, we're going to take a little bit of time to get here, which is like some distance away from this guy. And then we're going to shoot him. And then we're going to wait until he gets to about there, I would say. And then we're going to shoot him again. Alright. So that mech should be, well, not having a lovely time, let's just say. As for you, after you do that, I mean, I really don't see the I really don't see the reason not to just go down there. Except I don't know how to do that. Oh, I suppose I can wait up until that point and then move down there, because I want to get at this tank, but I'm hoping that the shield will absorb the missile, and then all I'm left with is the marksman. So the marksman could shoot at this guy as he turns the corner, but that's obviously going to take a while, so that's going to happen like at the end of the turn, right? With 3 seconds left, maybe. Okay, so at the start of the turn, you are going to blow up that thing. Okay, and then you're going to shoot him, but you're going to shoot him at the very end of the turn. Right, so right there, and it is 100% to hit him. The other tank is going to be a bit too slow to do anything this turn, so I'm pretty happy with that, provided that the missile doesn't completely blow up my mech, which, you know, no guarantee for that. Yeah, we did take a little bit of damage. Over here, not so much, though. Over here, I think it caught on the tree or something. I didn't really pay much attention to what happened over here. But luckily, there is a replay button. So, in the midst of all the chaos, we can see that this guy shot. There's the missile. And no, it just misfired. I mean, it burst in the air, but in front of its target. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, how much health does this thing have? Okay, it is not doing well. Let's just say it is not doing very well. Okay, that's about it. Let's go and plan the rest of our maneuver. So, you are thankfully much faster than this unit, and you will be... Yeah, provided this tank doesn't move and actually stays here, we can do some serious damage to it. This guy, from what I can see, intends on shooting my shield soldier, but or shield mech, but it's going to be blocked by the building, and not by the civilian building as well, so that's great. However, what this means is that I actually get to shoot... Ooh. Yeah, I get to wait a little bit, and then I get to shoot this guy. Not once, but twice. He's also having a bit of a... so around here, he's actually going to shoot first. But it's blocked, and then 1 or 2 shots, 3 shots. Yeah, okay, he is going to get me. Alright, in which case... I want to move here and shield towards that guy. Okay, so there's the shield, so he's just shooting the shield and nothing, nothing, nothing. And then I'm going to wait until he gets close, like so. And only then am I going to shoot him. I'll shoot him as he approaches. So that's 70, 80, 60, 50, and then that's it. Okay, and after that, you can actually chase after him, I feel like. It's going to be a little bit funny. We're going to chase after him with a shotgun. Beautiful. Okay, and the guard unit can just... Yeah, I mean, just shoot him again, right? Oh, no, it's going to be a bit of a problem. Okay, you can shoot him when he turns the corner again. Around there, and just ignore this tank, because you might get hit by it, but it's not going to do much damage. The problem is now, though, that you're going to shoot him once, and then as you go after him, this guy will turn around and shoot me again. So I need to revise this plan of this part of the plan a little bit. So it's around here that he turns. Well, actually, how about this? I shoot him, and then it's waiting, waiting, waiting. Right, so you're just shooting him as he's running away. And then... shield. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. Okay, execute. So we missed that. We are getting shot at by the tank a fair bit. Look at the destructible terrain. I mean, visually the game's fairly simple, don't get me wrong. It's not the most, mesmerizing graphics ever, but it works so well. I mean, with the destructible terrain, with the style and of the mechs, reminds me a lot of Supreme Commander, actually. And yeah, I mean, it works. tremendously well. Alright. So, how do we do this? We're going to get shot at by the tank. You've already been shot at by the tank. Okay. Well, in that case, let's move down like so and shoot at the tank from down here. Yep, that's 100% chance to hit. And this thing is not going to have a fun time with us, and it intends on shooting my mech over here at the optimal range. Well, see if we can't stop that, yeah? That's going to take way too long. This is going to take considerably less, but okay. Let's take here and say shoot. From this point on, that is going to be lovely. Then wait until the gun cools down and shoot again from that point onwards. So we have 2 good shotgun blasts away, and we also have a shot with this guy. I feel like that's going to be enough. For this thing, the pilot is going to eject over here, though. I wonder, can I seek cover behind the house? Probably, right? Can I seek cover? Well, I can't seek cover behind this house. But I figure maybe over here. And then shoot at that thing literally just for good measure, even though I'm pretty sure it's going to blow itself up at that point. Alright, execute. See if the tank gets any shots off. Nope, it was blocked. But I do think this guy got hit a little bit there. I wish I could replay that, but unfortunately when you win it doesn't give you the opportunity to replay stuff. There is the pilot, though, that ejected from the enemy mech. The town has been, you know, it's looking a little bit worse for wear, especially this building, but other than that, I think we've preserved it nicely. The actual place where people live is secure, so yeah. Alright, we'll also save this guy from getting shot at the end. Good, so there's our victory, and let's move on to the salvage screen. I have a cost and budget screen, or a cost and budget screen. I have a cost and budget thing of 110, which means I can salvage 110 points. This is the cost tile mech. If I choose to, I can just click here and salvage the mech frame. Or I could recover everything and salvage the mech frame. Which I think is the same thing, right? No? Adding a new customizable unit. Extracting the frame comes at a significant cost, so sacrifice all the parts can be salvaged otherwise. Yeah, okay, let's sacrifice that. Let's make that sacrifice, so we're going to do that. And then I've also recovered a MR2 Sharp marksman rifle and an S5 firewall shield. So we're going to recover both of these and that thing, and that's about it, I think. Yes, and we also gained 1 reputation. If you have the radio uplink upgrade, this can enable you to call more units for help. All home guard units survive the battle unscathed. Alright, and I think because we didn't damage the building in which the civilians were, we actually gained 1 hope as well. Right. Liberators. Within reach. I'm not going to read these things right now, we have stuff to do, but on the grand scheme of things, we need to actually liberate the province. So currently it is contested. Home Guard will engage the enemy, tying them down, and giving you opportunities to strike at key objectives. Alright. So, contested province, 100 on each side. And here is an army unit. Combat capable reserves. These things are kind of like the enemy hunter-killer groups, at least from what I've seen of this game. So, the idea at the beginning is that you want to avoid these things. There's often going to be like strong groups like this, which will come like with a few mechs and stuff. And you're going to be thinking like, oh, well, I don't want to get this thing. What is this? Oh, is that my protector? Oh, he is a little bit worse for wear. And then I have the Renegade 5, which is, well, I wouldn't say combat capable at this stage, certainly. Okay, well, we do have a station patrol area, and the objective is to take it out, I guess. Fair enough. Let's actually head towards it. Though I would like to edit this thing. But I don't have any parts for it, do I? Yeah, so I don't actually have any parts for it. I have the weapons, but not the parts for it. So the Renegade 5, though I can rename it, but it's not going to be particularly useful. This thing will, though. Well, let's give it the marksman rifle. And the protector, I think, is fine with what it has. It's saying that it's not at full health. It's 83%. Yeah, alright. That's fine. How the pilot's doing. Yeah, this guy's a little bit injured, but everything else is okay. Well, we need some mech limbs in our inventory. Alright, though. I think... activity empty. Can I go back to the base and resupply? Yes, I can. Do I want to do that, though, or do I just want to keep going? I think I just want to keep going. There is this thing called Liquid Fix, which is repair resources used in the overworld or taken into combat by units with barrier armor. I also think that this, even though it's not really worded the best and clearest way possible, I think you drain this in order to fix your units as well, and at least that's what it looks like to me. But what do I know, right? And then these are our supplies. So let's go ahead and attack this stationed patrol. But tell you what, I reckon before we do that, we can go over to units and actually get this thing equipped with a marksman rifle. Does that even work like a marksman rifle and a shield? I guess. Is it better if I use it with both hands? No. Alright. Well, congratulations. There you go. That's your equipment for now. And then back over to the world map, and let's go over there. You can also, you know, change the speed options and everything. But for now, suit up, we're going into battle again. I can't take the other guy until I put limbs on him, I'm assuming. I can't just take the base frame out, I don't think. Maybe I can, but he's not fixed up enough. That might be it. Okay, I do want to change pilots over here, though. I'll leave this guy to rest and use Foxtrot instead. And then that's going to be our squad. Alright, deploy. Start combat. Let's do all of that again. So, how much of the enemy do I have to actually kill here? Like I said, you can see the maps aren't particularly big, or, well, the maps are big, it's just that the mechs are huge as well. And that really works. The VIP piloting this mech, trying to surround and concuss him. Okay. Well, I mean, this is going to be kind of easy, I feel like. And then you... wait a little bit, and then bang. Alright. Execute. Did I get him? Pilot concussed. Right, command, we just lost our VIP, requesting permission to fall back. Over. Extractions available. Extract to attain easy victory, or stay and eliminate hostiles for bigger rewards. And I guess if I go here, I just extract. I mean, like the game said, I could do that, but why? There's another thing to kill. And I would really much rather fight it than not, as they say. What is it going to do? It's going to move, attack. Move, attack again. So the first attack isn't that bad. It's the second attack that I have to run away from. Okay, bang. No, around here, right? Bang, 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 bang. And then this is where I want to run away. Okay. So, is that going to do? Obviously not like that, though. So, wait. And then from there, try and hop down here. Let's see if that works. Almost. But if I move this a tiny bit back and take a slightly less optimal shot, but still fairly optimal, and then wait up until this point, I should then be able to duck behind cover over here on time without getting hit too much. Well, that's the idea anyway. Let's see how that works out. Also understand that this guy's fairly tough and it's going to take a little bit of killing. Yeah, there we go. So I think he nicked the protector a tiny bit in the upper plate, but main and most important thing is I've saved this guy. Okay, so let's get back up again. You know, peek up. Shoot him, but like immediately as soon as you get here, bang, 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 bang. And then you are literally just going to chase after him and attack. Pretty much from here. Ooh, that's actually not the best idea in the world to chase after him. Okay. Because this is going to be a better shot. Yeah, you fire. And then, I guess, wait until there. And then move. Looking for temperature to drop. Right about there. And then shoot at him again. From that position, though, it's not the ideal spot. Maybe like here, yeah? Optimal range, there we go. And then from there, you're going to shoot at him. Alright, that's perfect. Execute. So he's missing all his shots. There is nothing left. Okay, maybe I've gone a little bit overboard. That is... I have completely wiped the floor with him. Him and the VIP. Ow. Okay. SR1 Midway sniper rifle. That looks awesome. But much more important for me right now is to grab all of these legs and everything. But this thing was damaged. Has increased salvage cost due to damage it sustained. Oh, so it's just increased salvage cost. We're going to repair it on the spot, but it's increased salvage cost. Okay, we're just within our budget, and we're going to have another mech, hopefully, right after this. There we go, one step closer. Keep your momentum, -20 war score for the enemy. And we have 30 hours to respond to a distress call over there. But we're going to do that next time. Ladies and gentlemen, this hasn't been much of a first impression. I mean, there has been a first impressions video, but I didn't really talk about the game too much. I more showed what there is to do. But I really think that's the best way to approach this. It's a really unique game with bits and pieces of gameplay decisions from you know, games like XCOM, and the management reminds me a little bit of High Fleet at certain points, with, you know, mobile base and everything. But it's like time segments blended in a completely new way. The game's really fun and really good, and I think the brevity of the missions really helps with that. Or maybe that's just my ADHD, right? I say that half-jokingly. But yeah, I really like the game. I think it's awesome. Graphically, like the style I really like. It's clean, it's neat, it conveys the message. It's not, you know, unnecessarily cluttered. You know, it's to the point. A little bit simplistic, but to the point. The customization's great. I'm going to go ahead and actually play around with my units now and actually customize them and give them names and stuff. Pilots too. So yeah, it's a great game, and quite a bit of customizability as well. Not just in terms of the mech, but in the mechs and stuff, but in terms of your playstyle, the difficulty, and everything. So you can get it just right and to like just how you want it. But yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Go and check it out. I think it's available at the time of recording for sale not for sale, but it is available to be purchased on Steam at the time of recording. It's fantastic, right? It's fantastic, and go out and play it. I can find nothing wrong with it, and I do want to nitpick. I kind of wanted to nitpick, and I just, you know, there's nothing. There's nothing. I mean, for what it does marvelously well. And yeah, I mean, I guess the performance isn't phenomenal, but mind you, my PC is showing its age, definitely, so maybe it's a little bit down to that. Anywho, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video. And stay tuned with the rest of the content I produce on this channel. Till next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.